Lately I've been growing into someone you don't know. You had the chance to love her, but apparently you don't. No, you don't. So even if I could go back where we started, I know you're still waiting, wondering where my heart is. Pray that things will change, but the hardest part is you're realizing maybe I ain't the same. And what you're waiting for ain't there no more anyway. Held you up so highly, deep. No. Alright guys, if you're seeing me on a screen near you, yes, it's another story time with a glass of wine. I feel like the way I'm sitting makes me look really awkwardly fat right now. I always film these in my bed because if I go in the kitchen, my brother's playing Fortnite, and then like people are always walking in the background. Oh my god, my hair! I need to go see my barber. But alright, I have a story for you guys today. But I'm gonna be honest, we're a little sad today. Yeah, we're a little heartbroken. I mean, that's like dramatic to say because like we weren't even dating, me and that guy. I had met someone and I liked him, but you know, before we can get into it, and this actually isn't about him, this story time. It's about my terrible experience at the DMV the other day. But I feel like I have to give some backstory as to why I was in the shape that I was in when I went to the DMV, which kind of does tie into me and like this guy and what happened with that. So I will be somewhat telling you guys about him, but not really. Kind of. Well, yeah. Like, I listen to Taylor Swift all the time now. I'm just sad. Nothing against Taylor Swift. Don't cancel me. But I don't usually listen to her music. Okay, so I actually really hate the lemonade ones. I only like the iced tea ones, but you know when you get a variety pack and you just can't help it. So we're going to chug this one. I know you guys love when I chug. We're going to chug this one to get it over with because I can't do it, baby. I can't do it. Don't do it. So I'm going to chug it. What sad song do we want? I don't want to play the music too loud because I want you guys to be able to hear me. Believe. Oh, and then we'll play some Banks. So, you know, because it's strawberry lemonade, it's really not that bad. Ah! No! I don't like the lemonade ones. Oh. Do you believe in love after love? Did she say love after love? I always wondered. I never looked up the lyrics. Is it love after love or life after love? Believe in life after love. It is life. I've been singing it wrong my whole life. Or it's a Mandela effect. I don't know. So, boy meets boy. No, so whatever. I met this guy, and he was the first guy that I like met up with in a while. The last like date I went on, I mean, me and this guy didn't really go on a date. We just like hung out. But before him, I went on a date in Hell's Kitchen, like bar hopping, which was really fun. By like the second bar, I realized we were not sexually compatible, me and the other guy. This was last summer. This was like a year ago. Wow, I haven't been on a date in a year. Who wants to take me on a date? I'm not expensive. I'm not gonna get the steak and lobster.
Well, I might get the steak, but I won't get the lobster. Don't worry. Ooh, that made me a little lightheaded. That chugging the lemonade. Oh, I didn't really eat today. We have like a new calamari special at my job for the week, so we were sampling it. So I had like a couple pieces of calamari, which was really good. It was like a ginger sesame calamari, calamari, whatever you want to say. Ooh, that was all that's in my stomach. That and water, and now, so. So I love that we're 6 minutes in and I haven't said shit about shit. Okay, so I met this guy, and he's the first guy I met up in a long time, and we vibe, and in my opinion, it went really well. I mean, whatever. We met at a park, walked around, and it got cold. He invited me back to his place for a glass of wine. Cool, whatever. Now I don't know why I caught feelings for him the way that I did, because I just feel like, Austin, you're better than this. You don't do this. And like, there's guys that I've talked to for much longer than him that I felt absolutely nothing for. But like, for some reason, I don't know what it was about him that like I immediately was just so attracted to him. And then you know what I think it was too? Cause like that first time we hung out, like he had asked me like this is a good song by Cher too. He had asked me like like what my school schedule was like, what my work schedule was like. And like he memorized it. I don't know if he memorized my work schedule because it's a little hectic. But as far as my school schedule, like there was like I got into a routine with this guy. Like every day he would text me good morning. Every night he would text me like, hey, I just took my melatonin, so I'm gonna be knocking out soon. Just wanted to let you know. Like the communication I feel like was just so solid. And then like what I thought was really cute was that like on Tuesdays and Thursdays, which is when I have school, he would text me good morning, and then he wouldn't text me at all while I was in class. But also he works from home, so like whatever. And then like clockwork, I would be driving home from school, and always like around 2:30, he would text me and be like, "Hey Poppy, how was class today? I'm finishing up some works here, some calls here." My set, like, I don't know. It was just like the consideration. Like he purposely didn't text me while I was in school, so that I could focus on my studies. And then like afterwards, he asked me how school was, and like it was like that every single day for a month. And then obviously we hung out a few times during the month as well, but like every single day we texted, every single day. And I just got used to seeing his name pop up on for the sake of the story, we're gonna call him Casper, because long story, in the end you guys will understand why he's Casper, the friendly ghost. But whatever. So when we met though, he did tell me that he was going to be leaving on a trip that he had planned like a year ago. He was really excited about it. I was excited for him. He travels a lot, like good for him. Like that, I like to travel. I don't travel as much as I would like to, because I'm still in that awkward, like I'm in school and my weekends is when I make money, so I have no choice but to work on weekends. But trust and believe, when my financials are a little better, or when I get a job in my career, I will be traveling. Can't wait. But yeah, so whatever, I don't know. So where was I? Oh, here I go again with that fucking being all over the place shit. So okay, yeah, so he had told me that he was going to be taking this like month-long trip, and I'm like, damn, I really can't catch feelings for this guy because he's about to leave for a month. Caught feelings. Caught feelings, sure did. Yes, I did. And so he leaves for a month. And like whatever, I know like a big part of his trip, like half the trip, right? Because I feel like 15 days of the trip or something like that. He was going to be on a cruise. And like whatever, I knew there was going to be a big time difference from where he was at. And like, but he said, like, that he would reach out, that he would send pictures and videos. And like, he did send pictures and videos like the first week. when he was at like his first destination. But then like the further into his trip, the less I heard from him, and he just completely went radio silent, like ghosted me. But then like would post photos here and there on like his story, not like Instagram or none of those things, but you would talk through WhatsApp. So like on his WhatsApp story, I'm seeing like photos of you. If you had time to post a photo of yourself, you could have texted me like, "Hey." What, I don't know. I got so used to hearing from him every day that like I guess like it just like kind of, I don't know, it made me upset. And then you know what it is too? For those of you that have been following me and you've seen my videos and you know this about me, I haven't had with anyone in 5 years. I mean, there's like the exception of like some oral play like here and there, but like other than that, like I have like my back door has been closed for 5 years, for reasons that I'm not going to discuss right now. Maybe that's a story time for another time. But for 5 years, no one has made me want to break that dry spell, break my celibacy, whatever you want to call it. I guess I can't really call myself celibate if I've done oral. But like, you know what I mean though. Like no one's made me feel like comfortable. And I kid you not, I could not wait for him to come back from vacation because I was like, he's the one. I was like, I'm gonna do it with him. And I wasn't expecting a relationship or nothing. I just knew that like I felt comfortable with him. Like when we would like cuddle and like talk and stuff, like I just felt safe and protected with him. And I felt like he's gonna respect my boundaries, which he already was being very respectful of like my boundaries and like certain things and whatever. And like I was just like, I just know it's gonna go good with him. Like I know that like he's gonna be patient with me and like he won't hurt me, and like I think he'll be really good at it too. You know, like so I was like excited because for the first time in years I actually felt sexy and I like wanted to like, you know, do the whole thing, you know? And yeah, I went out one night, got drunk, I texted him and like kind of went off, which ironically he responded in just like under an hour or two, ironically. But like the Wi-Fi is so terrible out there, right? Like I feel like I've been gaslit a bit here, but we'll get to that. So I texted him drunk. I don't think he realizes I was drunk, nor do I think it matters because either way, like what I said wasn't nice. But like I wasn't even that mean. Like I feel like he's being dramatic. I feel like he's over. I feel like he's dramatizing. Is that a word? Define dramatizing. That's a word, right?
Dramatize means adapt a novel or present a particular incident
Well, that's
as a play or
dramatized.
movie.
So you can be dramatizing something, right? Whatever. I feel like he dramatized. Dramatized. I don't know. He took what I said. But that's another thing too. That's why I hate texting. Because like it's confusing sometimes. Like sometimes you think someone said something a certain way and like that's not actually how they meant it. Like he read something, I guess, in a wrong way and told me that I painted this picture of him and ran with it. And I'm like, I didn't paint a picture. Like what? No, I didn't. Like he was like, oh, just like I'm not the bad guy. Let me clear some things up. But like I didn't say you were a bad guy. I actually think he's a really great guy, and whatever. That's why texts suck. And then I said to him, I said, can we just meet up in person and talk? Because like I feel like we're getting nowhere doing this over text. Like whatever. So he said he had to see the red flags and run away because I'm a big red flag. I mean, I was mean when I was drunk, but I immediately the next day woke up, saw it, and I was like, oh my gosh, no, and I apologized. But then he never opened my apology message because I guess at that point he was just done with me. So I don't know if he like deleted the thread or what. I don't know. But then I ended up reaching out again because I had something really important to tell him. And he read that and responded to that. in like a mean way, kind of. And then I realized that the other message where I originally apologized, it was still gray checks. It wasn't blue. So like it was delivered, not read, basically. So then I screenshotted that and I was like, you never saw these messages. Like I apologized the day after. I'm sorry. He wasn't trying to hear it. So yeah, we don't talk anymore. Um so now, and like here's the thing too. So while he was gone for a month, it's funny because a month is a short amount of time, but low key, a lot, a lot can happen in a month, and a lot sure did. I have been through it. I mean, not even with just like the last story time with like the Mad Hatter, but like there was like this really bad rainstorm and like my car plunged into it, and now my check engine light is on and like my car sounds crazy. I hope I don't have water damage. Like I just paid my car off. I own it now. Ling Ling, that's my baby. And like, oh my gosh. Oh! Whatever. And then there was like, I literally made a list for him. I made a list called Since You've Been Gone, which is so funny now. Since You've Been Gone! But that wasn't why I named it that. It was just like a Since You've Been Gone, like this is what has happened. So, I mean, I'm not going to read all the things on here because some of these things are just like, but there was a lot of things on here that I really wanted to, the last thing being feeling of abandonment. I wanted to explain to him, like, listen, I'm sorry. I definitely have abandonment issues that stems from my childhood, past traumas, relationship trauma, friendship trauma. I have abandonment issues and I'm trying to work on it with a therapist. So like I feel like that's also too why I got like nasty with him the way that I did when I was drunk. But like I don't know. Again, I feel like he just like dramatized it and like said that I painted him to be this bad guy and that he has to see the red flags and go like, okay, if you're just not interested in me anymore, you can just say that. Like don't gaslight me. I don't know. But I'm pissed because like I said, I just felt so safe and comfortable with him, you know? So like I was really hoping that when he would get back that we would cuddle and like I would get to vent to him about everything. And because that's another thing too, vent like me, for me to open up and vent, like if you're my best friend, sure. If you're my, oh my gosh, I just realized I have to see my best friend later for drinks for her birthday. All right, this is a pregame. I'm taking a nap before I go out. I need a fucking nap. And I have to do 2 homework assignments. Oh, and I could start my final. I know what story I'm gonna do for my final. I'm excited. I have to tell a story. My professor said it could be real or fake in sign language, but I have to make sure I use every single classifier, like instrument classifier, body classifier, plural classifiers. There's like 10 different types of classifiers in American Sign Language. It's a little complicated, but I know what story I'm doing. I just have to find how to fit each classifier in. And then I have to do it in POV, point of view, which that in its own thing in American Sign Language means is so yeah, I'm gonna start that, take a nap, go out for my friend's birthday. But well, not really go out. We're just gonna meet up for a drink and like chat. But because we both have work tomorrow. But I feel like I just said but a million times. But yeah, like I was just so excited to be able to like just lay in his arms and vent to him, right? And just let him know like one, I want to hear all about like the fun stuff you did on your vacation, but also like I've had a month from hell and I need you to just like rub my back and listen to me. So or just like put your hand on my butt and listen to me. So, you know, like let's cuddle. But that's not happening anymore. So I was like, fuck, okay, who can I vent to? Like, I still need to get this stuff off my chest. I need to talk about this stuff. So I was like, all right, I guess I can, like, get with a few of my girls. I was like, but even then, like, it's, like, I don't know. It's hard for me to open up sometimes. Like, sometimes it's really easy, and other times it's like, no. I don't want to talk to anyone. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to meet up with my girls. We're going to get wine drunk, and I'm just going to let it all out. I'm gonna vent to them about the things that I was supposed to vent to him about. And then I'm also gonna vent about him. So that happened. And I had an appointment the next day with the DMV to get my. So, okay. So, this is another thing that ended up happening. So, on the day that him and I are arguing, and he like basically tells me, like, red flags, I gotta go. It was Earth Day. And I was so excited for Earth Day. I had bought seeds and I was planning on going to my favorite park and just, it's called Verona Park. It's in Verona. It's gorgeous. And I wanted to just plant seeds, hug trees, walk around barefoot, get grounded, really connect with Mother Nature. I was so excited. And I get in my car. I have my seeds. I have my books with me. I have my, you name it. I have everything with me because I'm ready to just hang out in the park for hours by myself. Like, my one friend was like, "Oh, like, do you want me to come with you?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "Love you. No, this is for me. I'm going on a date with myself." So excited, right? I get in the car. I'm 5 minutes from, I'm, I'm done. I'm 5 minutes away. I haven't even hit the next town over. I'm still in my hometown. And there was a orange light, and like, it's Jersey. You speed up at an orange light. You don't slow down. But also too, I'm not gonna lie, with the way that the cars were driving behind me, like, I was nervous that if I would have broke to make it at that light, that the car behind me would have hit me. So I'm like, fuck it. So I just sped up real quick, and like, it turned red, and then I like flew through. Like, I was good. Like, it didn't turn green for them yet. But it was right outside of the municipal building. That was a little dumb on my part, whatever. So, whoop, whoop. A cop comes. I'm like, God, no. I'm like, no. I'm like, all right. Like, he's going to give me a ticket, and then I'm going to go to the park. I don't care. Like, I'll pay the ticket. He pulls me over, and he's like, hey, do you know why I pulled you over? You went through that. And I was like, yeah, I know. I was like, I just didn't think that I was going to have enough time to brake, to be honest. So I just figured, why not just like speed up and like try to go through. I was like, like, maybe that was poor judgment. He was like, yeah, no. He was like, you had enough time to brake, sir. Zone even. Zone. Because did you see the way the guy was driving behind me? So, zone. This is a new insider between me and my friend. Zone. Do it. But whatever. According to him, I had enough time, and that's my bad. So, I want to get a little buzzed. Hold on. So, he then proceeds with, you know why I also pulled you over? And I'm like, I'm thinking, like, do I have a tail light out or something? Like, it's broad daylight. Like, what's going on? And he's like, the owner of this vehicle, their license has been expired. Are you the owner of this vehicle? And I was like, yeah. I was like, no, yeah, I'm the owner. I was like, my license is expired. And then he's looking at it, and he points and he goes, yeah, see, and it expired on my birthday, 2024, which is, my birthday's in December. It is now April. Sorry, I forgot what day it was for a second. It's my best friend's birthday. It is now April of 2025. So it's been January, February, March, April, 4 months. And I haven't been pulled over not once. And he was technically supposed to, because like, when I handed him like my ID, I had one of those Willy Wonka tickets, we'll just call it, because I don't know what I can and can't say. I had a Willy Wonka ticket under my my ID, and he definitely honored it, and he was like cool about it. And he was like, listen, he's like, I don't want to have to take your car, because like, I think they're supposed to tow it technically if you're driving with an expired license, or impound it, or whatever you want to call it. He was like, and ticket you. So he was like, honestly, just pull over right here on this street, call someone with a valid driver's license to come pick you up. And I was like, I was like, all right, like, thank you, sir. Because I knew he was doing me a favor with that. So, like, I wasn't even, like, going to give him a hard time. Like, I was, like, appreciative. But, like, I was just, like, defeat. Defeat. Because, like, I have a date with myself and Mother Nature. And now I'm being put in timeout. And I just want to go walk around barefoot. And I want to touch trees. And I want to plant seeds. And it was a beautiful day too on Earth Day. So like I knew there was gonna be like all these families there with their kids, and like even though I was like upset over Casper, like I just love seeing like the families and stuff because like I want a family one day. I don't know. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So I don't know. I guess it depends on my partner, whoever I end up with. If he wants a family, I'm gonna give him a family. But if he just wants it to be me, him, and my cat, that's fine too. I have a cat. I don't need a man. I have a cat. But anyways, so my cat is my man. Okay, my Zuby. Mm. Yeah, but like, Zuby is cuddly. But like, anyways, so whatever. So I'm like, fuck. But the last thing this cop said to me was, he looks at me, he goes, "You're a grown man." And to me, the context, it just didn't make sense. I'm like, is he trying to say like, oh, you're a grown man, you should have realized your license expired and had it renewed already? And then I was also explaining to him too, because of like I just like was bullshitting him. I don't even know if this is true. But I was like, oh, I can't renew my license yet because I have a DUI. Because he even pointed to like my breathalyzer. He was like, what is that? I was like, oh, that's just my breathalyzer from like when I got a DUI. I was like, yeah, like I can't renew my license yet because it says like interlock device on it. Like I have to wait until my DUI is over and then I'll get my new license. But I think he knew that was bullshit because he's like, no, he was like, you can get a new one that still says it. And I was like, oh, I can. It was just, yeah. So, I don't think I'm gonna get buzzed. I need like hard liquor. These things are only what, 4.5%. But I had the one a lemonade and 2 iced teas. So maybe a buzz will come. I mean, I could hit my pen. Oh, can I even show that? Oh my god. But I don't even know if... No, because I'm going to be all like... No. And then we're going to get the munchies. Oh no, I haven't ate today. I should eat something. I just have had such bad anxiety. It's been so hard to eat lately. I lost like 7 pounds. Let me tell you something. If you want to lose weight, go find you a Dominican, let him fuck up your life real quick, and then you're gonna lose 7 pounds from the anxiety, girl. I really lost 7 pounds. Because I can't eat. I'm just so like... I mean, I'm getting better now. I didn't eat today, so... But, I'm a little less sad and worried about it. Like, it is what it is, whatever. He don't want to talk to me, he don't want to talk to me. Like, but... So yeah, I just felt so defeated. But then I was like, so back to him saying you're a grown man. I'm like, is that his way of telling me like you too grown to be making stupid decisions like this? Or is that his way of telling me like you better drive your ass home and not get caught by another cop? I'm gonna act like I didn't see nothing. So I pull over on the side street, ready to cry. Because I am really upset. Like I feel like these past couple months, so much has gone wrong. So much has gone wrong. Honestly, it could have been Casper. Maybe Casper is bad juju when I had to get away from him. And maybe because I wasn't going to be the one to walk away, he had to be the one to walk away because that's what the universe wanted for me. Plot twist. Plot twist. He's evil eye energy. No. Let me not say that. No, he's a nice guy. I'm just being stupid. Even though I still think I was gaslit. But, so I call my friend and I'm like, girl, what are you doing? And she's like, working last minute. I got roped into staying at work. And I was like, no. I said, no. And she was like, what's wrong? And I was like, I got pulled over. My license is expired. I'm not allowed to drive home. Like, I have to, someone else has to come pick me up. And she's like, how far are you from your house? And I was like, I mean, like 5 minutes. Like, I'm like low key only just down the street. Like, I'm just down the main Ave. And she was like, do you think you could just make it home real quick and not get caught? And I was like, I was like, I mean, I've done worse. So I was like, I was like, maybe. I was like, I don't know. Like, I really don't want to take that chance. I was like, because, like, driving back home, I'm going to have to pass the municipal building again. Like, that cop might see me again. She's like, well, isn't there back streets you can take? And I was like, I mean, I can try the back roads, but then, like, it's gonna take the process of getting home longer and the process of getting caught by another cop easier. But also too, like, why would you just randomly run my plates? But cops do that. But also too, all these months I've been driving with an expired license without realizing because nobody ran my plates. I don't know. So long story short, I drove home. Oh, I hope no policia ever see this. But I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm 5 minutes from my house. If a cop pulls me over on my way home, I'm just gonna say, yeah, I spoke to the last guy. He said, listen, I'm gonna cut you a break. Just get your car home and renew your license. That's what I was thinking as I'm driving. So I drive home, and when I tell you I'm driving so nervous, like I keep looking through like my mirrors, like fuck, is there gonna be another cop behind me? Is it gonna be the same cop? Is he gonna be like, I told you you can't drive? Or like, was that his way of being like, get the fuck home when he said you're a grown man? Like, I don't, the way he looked at me when he said it, like I really feel like that was him being cryptic, because you know they got the cams. I feel like that was his cryptic way of being like, you got this, get your ass home. And home I did. I sure did. So I got home and parked and took my seeds that I was supposed to go plant in the park, and I just planted them all over the grass and dirt around my house because that was it. I mean, unless I would have taken an Uber to Verona, which how much would an Uber be to Verona Park theoretically? Oh, let's leave him a tip. Nice guy. 5 stars. Okay. Verona Park. Mm-hmm. Alright, so it's a $20 Uber. I mean, yeah, I don't care. I should have just Ubered, I guess. But like at that point I was over it. I was just like, you know what? I was like, nothing is going right for me. I was like, I'm just gonna stay home. I'm gonna stay home. So I planted the seeds outside. I went upstairs. Excuse me. And I think I made myself a drink to try to calm down because my nerves were so bad. Like my nerves have been so bad, but I also don't want to give all the credit to Casper, and I really don't think it is Casper. Like I think some of it definitely obviously has to do with Casper. Like I said, this is the first time ever in 5 years that I've actually felt like I was gonna break my dry spell. Like clearly that means like I felt some type of comfortability with him that I've never felt with anyone else in the past 5 years. So like yeah, it's definitely gonna hurt a bit. But there was this day where it was me and my girl Emily having lunch, and I'll never forget, something really weird happened with the time. She it was she looks at me and she goes, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "What?" And she was like, "I looked at my phone 10 minutes ago to check what time it was, and it was 2:10." And I go, "Okay." And then she shows me her phone and it's 2:10. And I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "You are you sure?" She goes, "Yeah." And then I go, "Wait." I go, "Do you feel that?" She goes, "Feel what?" I go, "Stop for a second." I said, "Put your phone down." I said, "Close your eyes and feel the air around you." So she does. She looks at me. She goes, "What is that?" I said, "Yeah." I said, I was like, I don't know. Like, I said it kind of feels like when you're sitting in a pool and the water's going like this, so your body is like moving like this. Like that's how the air feels right now. She was like, "Oh my gosh, wait, no, like that's the perfect way to explain it. That's exactly what it feels like." I said, "Yeah, what the fuck is that?" And her and I were both just so, because as far as the time goes, I didn't, she saw that, but as far as like the air feeling the way it felt, like I felt that, which she also felt. Um, I didn't witness the time thing though. Like obviously she showed me that it was 2:10, but like I didn't know that like 10 minutes ago it was 2:10 as well. So or like roughly 10 minutes. Like she was like around 10 minutes ago I checked and it was 2:10, and why is it still 2:10? And then if you guys, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of like the Schumann resonance, but it's this like scientific thing that like um I don't want to say the wrong thing. What is the Schumann resonance?
The Schumann resonances are a set of spectral peaks in the extremely low frequency portion of the Earth's electromagnetic field spectrum. Want to hear more?
No, no. Um, I didn't like that explanation. Let me Google it for you guys. But basically, it measures or monitors changes in the Earth's like magnetic energy. I don't know. Let me Google it. But like it monitors. Okay, Schumann resonances are sets of global electromagnetic resonances occurring in the cavity between the Earth's surface and the ionosphere, primarily excited by lightning strikes. These resonances, also known as Earth's heartbeat, range from approximately 7.83 hertz to 33 hertz. Ugh, 33. I hate the number 3 right now, but it's just. Anyways. So, yeah, they say it's lightning, but like, who knows? So, like, usually lightning or solar flares causes the Schumann resonance thing to like change. Allegedly, lightning. Solar flares, I believe. But like, who knows? Maybe aliens are sending things our way, and like the electromagnetic field, whatever the fuck. So the next day, I went on TikTok because that's usually where I'll check like the Schumann thing if I ever feel the need. Like if I ever feel weird, I always check the Schumann thing, the Schumann resonance thing. And I checked TikTok, and what happened the day before around 2 p.m. There was a big, big uh spike in like the Earth's magnetic energy. And I feel like that has to do with why time froze for 10 minutes apparently for my friend, and why for me I felt like I was floating. I felt like I was floating, and it's so funny too because a couple nights before that I had a dream that I was floating, and which this isn't the first time I've had this dream. It's never the same dream though. Like it's never the same location, it's never the same place, it's never the same people. But sometimes in dreams I can float and sometimes I can fly. And in this dream specifically that happened a couple days before that weird experience while we were out to lunch or for lunch, I started floating in the dream. And one constant I've found whenever I float or fly in a dream is there's usually a little boy nearby. And I don't know if it's like maybe like my passed on, my mother had a miscarriage when I was 4. So I don't know, but like wouldn't he be, if I was 4 and now I'm 27, he would be 23. So like shouldn't he show up in my dreams as like a 23-year-old, or does he show up as a little boy? I don't know. Maybe it's not Matthew. Maybe it's not my little brother. I don't know who this little boy is, but there's always a little boy whenever I float or fly, and he always looks at me in like excitement. He's always like, "How are you doing that? How are you doing that?" And I always feel bad because I want to teach the boy how to do it so that he can float and he can fly and like go have fun. But like I always say like I don't know how I'm doing this because I don't. I really don't. I don't go to sleep and be like I'm going to go fly tonight. Like I don't like I just sometimes can fly and float. One time I flew over the ocean. There was dolphins jumping out. And it was really beautiful. I love when I can float and I can fly. It's not often, but it happens here and there. But yeah, so I don't know. Like, oh my gosh, we're 40 minutes in and I haven't even gotten to the story yet. So I'm at the point where I need I need to vent. I need to let it all out. I need to cry. I need to scream. I mean, I didn't scream because, like, out of respect for, like, my friend's house and, like, neighbors. I still need to scream. I want to go to a rage room. We were actually just talking about going to a rage room. Oh, that would be a fun birthday surprise. I already got this girl so much for her birthday, but we about to go to a rage room. She don't even know. Maybe I could find like a Groupon. I don't know. So okay, so I have to renew my license at DMV, right? So I have my 6 points with me, I think, and I go because I never really know like proof of address, this, that. Like it's always like so scary and confusing. But like luckily, I've never had an issue. They've always been like, yep, all 6 points. I'm always like, so. Excuse me, I got my passport with me, my social security card, proof of address, a credit card statement from like one of my credit cards, all the points, all the the fun stuff. Not fun, but all the stuff. So because I switched, so when this cop pulled me over and said my license was expired, I was like, fuck, I gotta renew the bitch. So the second I got home, I went on my laptop and I made an appointment, and I could have swore I made it for the upcoming Thursday. So I'm like, this is perfect. It's in 2 days. Because Earth Day was on Tuesday. Yeah. So I'm like, this is perfect. In 2 days, I'll go get, like, I was like, whatever, tomorrow, I'll just, my sister passes my job on the way to her job. So I was like, I'll ride with my sister to work. I'll Uber home. It's not a big deal. And then I'll have it renewed the next day. So I went to work on Wednesday. But then I stayed and drank and hung out, and then, did I? No, I didn't. I went somewhere. Where did I go? Oh, I went out. Yeah. I went to my sister's job, like her other job that she wasn't working. She has 2 jobs. She wasn't working this day, but like we went there for dinner and drinks. At my dinner, I took like 3 bites, and I was like, I just couldn't eat. So, and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna go meet up with my girls now at my job. So I went to my job, met up with my friends, and we went back to my one friend's house, and we were just drinking wine till like, I don't know, 4 a.m. And we were whatever, all the feels. I was letting it all out. I was crying. I was hyperventilating at one point. Dramatic. I can be so dramatic. It's my anxiety. It's just, anxiety, keep on trying me. I should play that. Have you guys seen the music video for Doechie's song Anxiety? It's really fucking good. So, alright, I want you guys to be able to hear me. Anxiety, keep on trying me. I'm trying to silence me. Anxiety can shake it off from me. Anyway. Let me have some water. But, I love a good spill-proof bottle. Yeah. So. Oh, so okay, so now it's the next day, and I'm hungover. I got anxiety, you name it. So we go to. So I slept at my coworker's house. So I woke up hungover at my coworker's house. And she's like, I have to go back and do some things. like to our job. And I was like, that's fine. Like, I'll go with you. Like, I'll do hair of the dog. I'll have like a drink or two, and then I'll head to the DMV. I'll take an Uber. But then it ended up working out that my sister picked me up and took me to the DMV, but whatever. So we go there, and oh my gosh, my poor bosses, like my boss and his wife, they saw me in rare form. I had shades on. I was still crying. Like, I still just needed to cry. Like, the night before, I didn't get it all out. So I'm still crying. I'm a mess. I'm having a drink. We ended up ordering food from this spot called Latin Point. It's really good. I got the chicken stew with rice and beans, and I literally just basically ate the chicken, and I picked up the rice a bit and the beans, and I just threw it out. Like, I can't eat. So I've just been sick to my stomach ever since that Schumann resonance thing. And also too, like, you know, I get sick. When I have bad anxiety, I get really sick to my stomach. And like, my anxiety definitely went, like, spiked after that Schumann thing. But like, I think it also has to do with like the guy, but like Casper. But whatever. I'll get over Casper in like a week or two. But so, yeah, so my poor boss saw me so messy, and they had this cute adorable baby, and I was like, can I hold the baby? Can I hold the baby? And I'm like holding the baby, and the baby's making me laugh. So then I start laughing, but then I start getting sad again because like everything sucks right now, low-key. So I'm like laughing, crying, I'm like doing everything, and my my boss, she goes, you know, Austin, I don't think you should go to the DMV drunk. I don't know. And I go, oh, no, girl. I thought I'm not drunk. I said, I'm just doing hair of the dog. Right? So my sister picks me up, drives me to the DMV. I walk in and I'm like, hi, yes, like I have an appointment to renew my license, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, what's the last name? And I tell them my last name. And then she's like looking, she's like, first name? And I was like, first name. And she's like looking, she's like, I don't see you here. And then she looked and she goes, oh, you have an appointment for June 25th, Thursday. I said, June? I said, no. I made it for this Thursday. On just 2 days ago, on Tuesday. She goes, no, you made it for June. And I'm looking at my confirmation email, and she's right. It's for June. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And I read online, too, that if it surpasses 6 months of your driver's license being expired, that you have to take, like, the written test over again and, like, all that stuff. And, like, I did that when I was 17. 10 years ago. 10 years ago. You think, I don't know. I'm going to have to, like, look up online, like, the written test so that I can, like, make sure I pass. But, like, I don't want to, like... And I was like, ma'am, I was like, please, is there any way that you could just squeeze me in today? But right now, the DMVs are... And usually this DMV, it's Newark. People can say whatever the fuck they want about Newark. I don't give a fuck. I love me some Newark. And I never have an issue at the DMV in Newark. I've been to Wallington. They're assholes. If you don't have an appointment, they will not let you in. I've been to Wayne plenty of times. That's actually where I took my road test. Same thing. Jerk-offs. But Newark, I always pull up and I'm like, no, I don't have an appointment. And they're like, all right, what are you here for? And I'm like, I'm here for this. They're like, all right, just go over there. Like, they always just let me in. Love Newark. So I was like, can you please just squeeze me in today? But everyone with the real ID right now, it's insane. It's insane that you can't get, like, you just can't get an appointment. You can't do shit. Everyone's trying to get a real ID. It's so, like, and I guess I need one too. But, like, I heard that if you have a passport, you don't need it. But I guess not everyone has a passport. I don't know, whatever. Well, that was the last time I drank a drink. But, so now at this point, I'm like, no. This can't be happening. So I immediately call my sister and I'm like, how far did you get? Oh, because the lady goes, she goes, I mean, that's my supervisor right there. You could ask him. She's like, the best I could tell you is try to come here like 8 a.m. and maybe we could squeeze you in. So I go to the guy and I'm like, hey, listen, like, I totally thought it was for today. Like, apparently it's for June. Like I just really need to renew my license. I was like, can you please squeeze it? He was like, there's nothing I can do. He was like, I'm so sorry. He's like, you know, we're really just booked out with these real IDs. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, all right. So I go outside. I put my shades back on because The waterworks are coming again. It's just like nothing is going my way. Nothing is going my way. So I call my sister and I'm like, hey, how far are you? And she's like, why? What happened? I was like, I can't do my ID. I need you to come back. So she comes back, she picks me up, and I'm like, yeah, apparently I chose the wrong fucking date. Like, apparently I did choose what looked like it was this Thursday, but it was for the month of June. And I didn't realize that, and whatever. And it was just, it was not fun. I am traumatized. I think I hate living in New Jersey. I'm just so between the DUI and everything. Like, I'm just like, at this point, I don't even want my car. Ling Ling, girl. Like, I can't take it anymore. It's just so. And if I have to do this stupid written test, like, I don't know. They did say to try to go like at 8 a.m. But then she was like, but people are lining up. Like, you gotta be here early. And I'm like, damn, like, between school and work, like, which day realistically can I line up outside of Newark at 8 a.m. for them to open and hope that they can squeeze me in? Because at the end of the day, I'm not gonna have an appointment. I have my one for June, but it's still just like if we can get you in. So I am gonna try. Tomorrow I can't. I have to be at work at 10 tomorrow. So, and sometimes at DMV you're there for hours, especially if people are lining up for these real IDs. So I'm gonna have to go on Sunday. But then Sunday I'm hosting bingo at this event. Yeah, but what time is that? That's later. This is a really good song too.
If we had a daughter, I'd watch and could not save her. The emotional torture from the she'd do what you told her.
I'm hosting bingo at 1 p.m. Well, the party starts at 1 p.m. Oh my gosh, I didn't get my shirt yet. Fuck! The theme is funny shirts. Oh my gosh, I picked them out on Amazon. Ooh, my sister has Prime. I'm gonna have her order them. I don't even want to give Jeff Bezos my money, but I need these shirts for this. I'm getting 3 shirts because I'm gonna do like like when a drag queen like pulls her wig off and there's like another wig underneath. I'm just gonna have shirts on shirts on shirts. Wait, what's the temperature for Sunday? To be wearing 3 layers. Okay. A high of 57, low of 46, and it's going to be windy. I think I can manage to, I mean, even if I just like bring the shirts in a tote bag and I just go to the bathroom, but I wanted like the dramaticness of like ripping off the shirt and having another one underneath, because there was 3 shirts and I couldn't decide between them. I said, you know what? Why don't I get all 3 and I just have like shirt reveals? So like first when we eat hibachi, because it's like a hibachi thing and like at my friend's backyard. For hibachi, I'll have the one shirt on, the one that I feel like is like the most boring. And then when I'm about to start hosting bingo, rip that off. And I'm like, all right, y'all, this is my alter ego, Bianca, whatever. And then I'm going to host bingo and everyone's going to have fun. And I'm going to kill it because what do? I entertain, honey. And then at the very end of bingo, I'm going to reveal the last shirt and then I'm going to get fucked up. Yeah. Yeah. I hope I can eat. I'm gonna make myself eat right now. I need to start eating again. I miss food. I can't be anxious and worried about stupid Casper and freaking. But yeah, so maybe Monday. Well, no, if I get fucked up on Sunday, I can't go Monday. So maybe Tuesday. No, I have school on Tuesday. All right. I don't think I'm gonna get drunk on Sunday then, because I think Monday morning, 8 a.m. I'm gonna run to DMV. Oh no, Sunday. But I'm working tomorrow. It's gonna be a late night. I'm not gonna get off till probably like 2 a.m. unless I pull all-nighter. But I want to look good in my ID photo. Which honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Good thing they didn't take me that day because I looked disheveled. I need a haircut. I was crying all morning. Like, my ID picture was gonna be so bad, and I feel like all my ID pictures are always bad. Like my last ID picture, I was like 60 pounds heavier. So my face is like, and then the one before that, I was like 18. So I was just a little baby. So like I want for once to like feel good about my photo and just look good, you know? So I need to go get my eyebrows done and see my barber before I go get my new driver's license. But yeah, we are now at what is it with me and these story times taking an hour these days? So that was the story time, was that I was disheveled in DMV. I looked like I had been bruised and battered, and I was going through it. And whatever. Wrong appointment, wrong day. So there was nothing I could do. So wish me luck, guys. I don't know. But it's annoying because I can't drive my car, because if I get pulled over, who knows if the next cop is going to be. Listen, I got 2 Willy Wonka tickets. So it depends which town I'm in, which one I use. But like, when I say Willy Wonka tickets, I hope you guys are catching on to the fact that I'm talking about the golden ticket. So like, depending on which town I'm in, it depends on which ticket I pull out. But not every cop is nice and like honors that. At some point, like, you get fucked, or they start asking stupid questions. And like, so like, I don't want to drive my car because I don't want to get it fucking towed and then have to pay that. That's like $300 fee automatically. And then for every day that it's at the tow shop, it's like an extra $50. Trust me, I know, from my DUI. So like, I don't want to get my car towed. I don't like, it's just like, ugh. But I also don't want to keep spending money on Ubers. Like, I don't mind Ubering when I'm going out and drinking and whatever. Like, I learned after my DUI, like, just get the fucking Uber. But like, to go to work, to go to school, I can't Uber to school. I go to school, like, I already looked it up, and Uber to school is anywhere from $60 to $80. So if I'm taking 2 Ubers, but luckily my sister has the same classes as me, so I can just carpool with her until I get my my new driver's license. But it's just like so annoying. It's so annoying. It's just been a really shitty month. It really has. You guys don't even know the half of it. I mean, you guys, if you watch my last video, you know like what happened in Hoboken and how that went down, how those people were like so mean, and how the doctor was so mean. And now you know that like I had this guy that I liked, and like I ruined that, allegedly, because I still think I was gaslit. Like, okay, Casper. But but there was like just so much more stuff that happened too that I'm not really gonna get into on camera, because it's just like a little more personal. I mean, I'm pretty much an open book, and I get real personal with you guys anyways. But yeah, no, some things I am not going to discuss on camera. But it's been a really rough month, guys. So anyone that loves and cares about me, send me some good healing energy and vibes, because I need it. I need it. I don't know if someone's got evil eye on me, if someone's trying to like do something to me. I don't know. I don't know. Alright, but what I do know is this video needs to end. So, think if you stayed all this time, thank you. For enjoying another story time. Oh, I think I do have a little buzz going. Okay, yeah, if you stayed this whole time, thank you for, I didn't just pick my nose, it was a little itchy. If you stayed this whole time, thank you. Thank you for the view. Subscribe, like, comment, hang out for a little bit, do what you gotta do, do what feels right for you. I'm gonna go probably be sad still and listen to some sad music. But in like a week or two, I'm gonna be right back to my stuff. Oh, and it's getting nice and hot out. I hate the heat, but it's like summer's coming. I'm gonna be swimming my little mermaid tail off again, and whatever. Hopefully, I meet someone that I feel comfortable with the idea of breaking my dry spell again, because the last person turned into Casper. So, whatever. I even like bought stuff for us to use. Okay, anyways, I gotta go before we get a little too vulgar up in here. But yeah, I was so excited to like explore that area of my life again, and I can't do it now because Casper won't speak to me. So, yeah. All right. Love you guys. Bye.